video in one click at WJBF.com.
Now on News Channel 6, early voting winding down in South Carolina.
How local counties are handling this surprise election as your news at 5 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery.
I'm Brad Means. We do thank you for joining us as coverage you can count on begins with federal agents reminding gun owners that just knowing where your gun is may not be enough.
This after a gun was found in a student's backpack at a local elementary school. Jartavius Edmond is following this investigation.
Jenny, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms says that you need to secure your weapons from children, and anyone else should not have access. The ATF is not involved in this investigation at Richmond Hill Elementary, but I asked the agency to address the broader question by this case, why should every gun owner do to keep the hands of a gun ended up in the wrong hands? The Richmond County School System says staff secured the gun before dismissal Wednesday and no one was hurt. The district is now urging families to check backpacks, but the ATF says gun owners should also regularly account for every gun they own.
The easiest messages that we can give as an agency is make sure you know where your firearms are and make sure they're secured. That could solve a lot of problems or a lot of issues, just making sure your firearms are secure and to have those firearms accounted for.
The district says no one has been found, or whether a gun has been found, or whether an adult could face charges. The school system says its police department is continuing to investigate this case.
All right, it's time now for a first check of the weather.
And for that, on this busy afternoon and early evening, we'll want to check in with our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci.
That's right. It has been pouring, and we've had some very noisy thunder, and all of this rain has led to flash flood warnings. We still have a considerable flash flood warning for parts of Aiken County, Richmond County, including Martinez, parts of Evans as well. But the heaviest rainfall really came down in North Augusta near the Woodlawn and Brook Green community. This is that flash flood warning for over 5 inches of rain. Now, this is over the last 3 hours. So that flash flood warning goes until 6:15 tonight. We also have an aerial flood advisory for a large portion of Aiken County. That's where we're seeing up to around 3 inches along I-20 and northern Aiken County. And then notice up towards the northeast, Saluda County under a flash flood warning for getting up to close to 5 inches of rain there as well. So here's what's happening now on Live Viper 6. Luckily, we're through the worst of it. So notice a lot of dry spots now, but I'm still tracking some widespread rain up in our northeastern counties where that flash flood warning is continuing until 7:30 for Saluda County. Luckily, a lot of that activity has pushed off towards the northeast. We do have this stronger cell in Burke County, some heavy rain and lightning there outside of Waynesboro. A stronger cell as well in northern Emmanuel County, and then looking over towards the west in between Sandersville and Wrightsville. So nothing severe at this time, just those flash flood warnings. There's a look at the current weather alert. So that's impacting parts of Columbia, Edgefield, Richmond, Aiken, and Saluda counties at this time, where we also have some power outages. Now 1,000 customers out of power within Aiken County. And this is our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam showing you very damp conditions in Aiken, but luckily nothing too bad at this time. Of course, it's very windy as well. Wind gusts over 30 miles per hour in some spots, and we'll continue to track some rain chances as we head into the weekend. More details coming up, but back to you.
Thank you so much. A death investigation is underway in Aiken County. Deputies found a man's body in a drainage ditch this morning on Jefferson Davis Highway in North Augusta. An autopsy will be conducted to determine the cause of death. The coroner and sheriff's offices are investigating.
Well, tomorrow is the last day to vote early in the South Carolina Republic.
A cool new way for the Wilkes County Sheriff's Office to get involved with the community. News Channel 6's Ryan Lynch has the story.
Wilkes County Sheriff's Office has a cool new way to serve the people with their Polar Patrol. In here, they store popsicles to hand out to children in the area. The Polar Patrol provides a way for the Sheriff's Office to engage with people in a positive way. The Sheriff's Office used seized drug funds to pay for the trailer. No tax dollars were used. The Polar Patrol's goal is to give children a good perspective about the sheriff's office.
The children there get to see the side of the blue lights, the siren, the handcuffs, and it was not a memory that I wanted the kids to have of law enforcement. So we come up with the Polar Patrol, and that way we'll come in and give away free popsicles and things like that. And as opposed to music playing like the ice cream truck does, it's the blue lights and sirens.
The Polar Patrol will continue to make trips and show children another side of the sheriff's office. In Wilkes County, Ryan Lynch, WJBF, News Channel 6.
Coming up, a new use for a popular drug.
Why doctors believe drugs like Ozempic could be used to treat alcohol abuse. Next.
Y'all ready for the show to get started?
We are dealing with flooding rain today and strong to severe storms. I'll have your latest forecast when we return.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today. Chris Cuomo. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Here's a look at the storm reports and flooding reports from today. You can see up in Lincoln County Dispatch reports trees down on Mount Zion Church Road near Salem Church Road. And this was around 2:40 p.m. Similar alerts as well for Lincoln County. More trees down on Augusta Highway near Cherokee Park. That was also at 2:50 p.m. And then moving down towards the metro, public report of flash flooding on Wheeler Road near Highland Avenue earlier. And then in Edgefield County, Aiken Emergency Management passed along a report of I-20 ramp impassable with several feet of water. That was technically for North Augusta there, kind of around the border of Aiken and Edgefield County. Now here's a look at our current weather alerts. We don't have any flash flooding at this time, but we don't have any severe thunderstorms at this time, but we do still have that flash flood warning for a small area, including parts of Richmond, Aiken, Edgefield, and Columbia counties. You can see that there. We also have an aerial flood advisory for Aiken, Edgefield, and Saluda counties, and then another flash flood warning for Saluda as well. So here's some of those official rainfall totals powered by Tempest on our Live Viper 6 neighborhood network. Ponderosa Drive in Aiken County, around 2.5 inches of rainfall, 2 inches over at Rich Road. And you can see the way our maps look, showing you how some places in the same county stayed nearly dry today, while other places got up to 5 inches of rain. Notice Woodbine Road in Richmond County up to 4 inches. And then you can see in Edgefield County, Trenton, around 4 inches and a quarter of rain there as well. So here's the latest on Live Viper 6. A lot of improvement here, but we are still seeing some widespread showers up towards the northeast. Edgefield County pretty much covered with rainfall still. Spotty showers around Aiken County, and then we have this heavier downpour in parts of Burke and Jenkins County. I'm keeping an eye on that for it becoming potentially severe. There's a lot of lightning there and heavy rainfall, and that could lead to more flooding as well. Then just some spotty showers and storms to our west. Here's our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. Very cloudy, of course. This is Wellstar MCG Health in downtown. 72 degrees out there, much cooler than normal for August. You can see those temperatures are a bit hotter, though, where it stayed dry. We're still at 90 degrees in Wrightsville and Swainsboro. So here's our satellite and radar. We have scattered activity all across the two-state. Winds are out of the southeast. We have the Bermuda High bringing in lots of moisture, leading to that increased chance of some heavier downpours today. And you can see for tomorrow, we still have that chance of rain in the forecast during the afternoon hours. We'll be starting out the day dry at 75 degrees. Then we'll be climbing into the low 90s. So a 30% chance of rain tomorrow, then up to 40% on Saturday. And you can see we're back to a marginal risk of excessive rainfall again, so a minor flooding threat on Saturday as well. So still some additional rainfall coming our way tonight, some pockets of up to around 2 inches still. Not a whole lot of rainfall on Friday, but then as you can see, as we get into Saturday, we'll see some additional amounts. So very spotty activity, some places staying dry while others get over 2 inches of rainfall. But here's our future cast for the rest of tonight. Still some widespread activity by the time we get to around 8 o'clock. There's 11 o'clock this evening, widespread rain, but no longer expecting severe weather at that point. But we'll still be watching for that threat of flash flooding for the remainder of this evening. On Friday, just very spotty showers, not going to be like how it was today. And then as we look ahead into our weekend, it also won't be a complete washout, but once again, we will have that higher rain chance coming in on Saturday, starting out your day dry, then then you can see those showers and storms take over by the time we get to Saturday night. So rain chances are sticking around throughout the weekend. Then we're down to a 20% chance next Tuesday through Thursday. High temperatures will be getting a bit hotter into the mid-90s next week.
All right, Jenna. Thanks. Up next, a hero's welcome for a boy in New York.
How his whole neighborhood came together to celebrate his return home after the break.
Buying a home. At Georgia Power, we make sure the power's there when you need it, keeping the lights on at home, the clippers running, the crops growing. And now we get to deliver some good news. We're lowering our rates, giving Georgians more breathing room. The same reliable energy with lower rates.
The best part of my job is delivering good news.
Georgia Power, here for Georgia, here for you.
Well, the role of teacher has changed so much over the years. Teachers have had to adapt. But what hasn't changed is their love for their profession and their love for the children. You can see the passion they have for teaching, and you can hear it in their voice.
Hi, I'm Larry Frales with Kroger. Teachers are phenomenal, and they deserve to be honored and praised. If you know a phenomenal teacher, nominate them for the Golden Apple Award at WJBF.com.
Charleston, Atlanta, Savannah, and even Orlando. These are just a few of the cities that law firms have come from to advertise in the CSRA. When it comes to choosing a lawyer after an accident, local experience matters. Don't you want a law firm that has deep roots here? Well, that's my firm. I'm Austin Jackson. I've been helping accident victims in Augusta, Aiken, and the entire CSRA for over 10 years. And I'm ready to help you right now. Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy, 706-724-7224.
Thanks. Up next, a hero's welcome for a boy in New York.
How his whole neighborhood came together to celebrate his return home after the break.
Buying a home can be in Wilson. At Georgia Power, we make sure the power's there when you need it, keeping the lights on at home, the clippers running, the crops growing. And now we get to deliver some good news. We're lowering our rates, giving Georgians more breathing room. The same reliable energy with lower rates.
The best part of my job is delivering good news.
Georgia Power, here for Georgia, here for you.
Well, the role of teacher has changed so much over the years. Teachers have had to adapt. But what hasn't changed is their love for their profession and their love for the children. You can see the passion they have for teaching, and you can hear it in their voice.
Hi, I'm Larry Frales with Kroger. Teachers are phenomenal, and they deserve to be honored and praised. If you know a phenomenal teacher, nominate them for the Golden Apple Award at WJBF.com.
Charleston, Atlanta, Savannah, and even Orlando. These are just a few of the cities that law firms have come from to advertise in the CSRA. When it comes to choosing a lawyer after an accident, local experience matters. Don't you want a law firm that has deep roots here? Well, that's my firm. I'm Austin Jackson. I've been helping accident victims in Augusta, Aiken, and the entire CSRA for over 10 years. And I'm ready to help you right now. Call Austin Jackson, the Augusta guy, 706-724-7224.
What a surprise welcome home for a 3-year-old boy who just beat cancer.
Ali Elkin shows us the tremendous turnout, fit for a superhero as brave as he is.
A memorable moment 3-year-old Crew Corbin didn't see coming. A parade of friends, family, and supporters from all around the neighborhood, bringing his parents to tears. You recognize that tune. It's the theme song for the Avengers, which includes Crew's favorite superhero, Spider-Man.
He's been strong like Spidey. That's what we tell him.
A parade traveling all the way to Crew's house, welcoming him home. Just a day after he rang the bell for the first time at the hospital to say he's cancer-free.
Every day we'd go up there and wait in the lobby and we'd look at that bell every day. And just, we never thought we'd get to the point where we were going to be the ones to ring it. And it finally happened for us yesterday.
And the most unlucky experience we've had. We're so lucky to have all these people that love us.
And a community grateful to have their friendly neighborhood superhero back and braver than ever.
So sweet. Oh, what good friends and neighbors they have.
That does it for us this half hour, but we have more coverage you can count on coming up at 5:30.
Including concerns about the U.S. stockpile of air defense missiles. I'll have the latest for you next.
Morgan & Morgan has represented
Queen City Home Store, where you're always home.
Skills to Speed, sponsored by Tulsa Welding School, where skilled trade careers start.
There's tires rolling across in front of you. There's guys jumping out in front of you. There's cars leaving. They're going. So it's the pit road's unpredictable.
I've been really blessed throughout my career to actually be surrounded by phenomenal pit crews.
It's a real team. It's really like a locker room mentality with all of those guys.
We executed that pit road cycle really well, got out front, and ended up winning the race really in part because of that.
While everyone else is in vacation mode.
Guys, what are you doing? We have guests coming.
We have a chair for them. Live is just heating up.
Hot pot.
With sizzling stars. And fiery competition. And a blazing good time. Only on the #1 entertainment talk show. Live with Kelly and Mark.
Gilman, can you move a little to the right?
Weekday mornings at 9 on News Channel 6. Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device.
I've investigated cases.
This message. The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Live from Television Park. This is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping today's local headlines, gun safety in schools, why parents in Richmond County are being asked to check their child's backpack. And tomorrow is the last day to vote early in the South Carolina Republican primary special election. This election will nominate a Republican candidate to fill the late Senator Lindsey Graham's seat. Also, former Governor Mark Sanford showed up at the South Carolina State House this morning with pigs. He did the same thing 22 years ago while he was governor to protest wasteful spending. The former governor and congressman says he's trying to remind voters the pork in government needs to go. And we'll have more on these headlines later, but first, let's turn our attention to the weather because these storms have been bad in our area, and Jenna is continuing to track the storms that have moved through and continue to go through the area. Jenna.
That's right, Dee. We do still have some flood alerts, starting with that flash flood warning. That's for a portion of Columbia, Edgefield, Aiken, and Richmond counties. That expires at 6:15. We're seeing a lot of improvement, so I am expecting that to expire on time. We have an aerial flood advisory as well for Aiken, Edgefield, and Saluda, and then another flash flood warning up in Saluda County. So here's a look at some of those rainfall estimates over the past 3 hours, and over the past about 4 hours, we've even picked up over 5 inches of rain in this area here in North Augusta, just to the south of I-20. That's where we've seen the majority of the rainfall, but a pretty large area here that extends into downtown Augusta, where we've had around 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. It's led to some road closures as well. You can see up in Saluda County around 4.5 inches of rain. Once again, this is just over the past 3 hours alone, around 3 inches in northern Aiken County along I-20 as well. So here's Live Viper 6. We are getting a bit of a break here in town. You can see just some light rainfall in parts of Columbia, McDuffie, up into Edgefield County, and then moving down towards the south. This is what I'm watching very closely. We have some heavier rain and a lot of frequent lightning within this cell that's currently impacting Millen and Jenkins County, and then around Sardis, Girard, and eastern Burke County as well. So we do have some power outages from the storms that came through earlier. Around 900 customers still without power in Aiken. And here's our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam showing you a very prairie damp view in downtown Aiken. It's windy as well, especially up in Edgefield County. Wind gusts anywhere that you're seeing the red color over 30 miles per hour. But we're definitely going to see more rain as we go into the weekend as well. We'll continue to watch for that threat of some stronger storms and flash flooding. And I'll have all the details coming up. Back to you, Dee.
Hey, thanks so much. We will see you in a few minutes. Some U.S. officials are raising concerns. A new study suggests that calmer parenting may help lower the risk of early childhood obesity. With more, here's ABC's Mike Dubusky.
A new study from Yale University suggests helping parents manage stress may lower the risk of unhealthy weight gain in young children. Parents who reported feeling less pressure had more positive interactions with their children, and their kids ate fewer empty calories. Stress at home can shape family routines, including food choices, sleep, and physical activity, all of which influence a child's well-being and weight. The findings also suggest supporting parents could be an important part of preventing childhood obesity. So what can families do? Experts recommend simple habits like taking a walk to decompress, asking for help when needed, and keeping regular meal and bedtime routines can go a long way towards helping the entire family unwind. Even small changes can help ease tension, improve communication, and help families stay connected. With this Medical Minute, I'm Mike Dubusky.
Now to the investigation into the death of the alleged mastermind behind $1 million scheme. Tonight, ESPN once again kicks off its annual celebration of the world's most eccentric sports, known as the Ocho. It's new and trending. We'll have more next.
And now it's time for Live Vapor 6 Neighborhood Network, powered by Tempest. Really came in handy today with the flash flood warnings we've had in parts of Aiken County. Ponderosa Drive, 2.44 inches of rain today. Trolley Line Road, 3.37. You can see that area on the map around I-20 and in northern Aiken County, where we've seen some significant rainfall. Downtown Augusta also saw quite a bit. Millage Road, 3.34 inches, and then 2.75 on Catherine Street. Woodbine Road at 4 inches. And then finally, Edgefield County, Trenton picked up 4 inches and a quarter. And you can see some spots still stayed pretty dry. North Martintown Road, only ½ inch. I'll have more details on your forecast after What's Trending.
Hi, I'm Mary Morrison with this week's community calendar. Experience an evening of mystery and wonder at Augusta's very own Night at the Museum, where history comes alive. It's August 13th at the Augusta Museum of History. Tickets are $100 for adults, $75 for members of the military. Night at the Museum is an annual fundraising event. Call the museum for more information. Add your events. Log on to WJBF.com, keyword community calendar.
For 50 years, one thing...
Georgia.
The contenders for the chase in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Here we go! Have just 2 races left to make their move.
Way to fight, buddy.
Every turn could mean the difference between a shot at a title...
Hands on their feet!
...and the end of the road. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Saturday, qualifying starts at 12:30 and racing action starts at 4:30 on CW6. Time and temperature brought to you by Peachtree Pest Control, protecting what matters most.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time now for a look at what's trending. As Jurassic Park showed us all, nothing gets the blood pumping quite like being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Well, we can only imagine the adrenaline rush when it's more than 300 T-Rexes on the run as part of the annual event that is once again being broadcast as a part of ESPN's Ocho Week extravaganza. Here's ABC's Danny New.
Welcome to the epicenter of reptilian races. Tonight, ESPN once again kicks off its annual celebration of the world's most eccentric sports with a 4-day event known as the Ocho. Estela Nunez, the fellow Brazilian. Competitions range anywhere from pillow fights and T-Rexes away to an annual event known as the T-Rex World Championship Races. You can hear why you won. For the second year in a row, I flew out to Seattle to serve as the on-air host for the broadcast. Uh-oh! Who's here? While grabbing behind-the-scenes footage of the roughly 300 competitors who traveled to Emerald Downs Racetrack last month.
It's my dream to be here racing, and oh my God, look at me now, I'm here!
Folks traveled from all over the country to sprint in an inflatable T-Rex costume and try to win a giant trophy. Are you gonna win? No. To the finish. And that is winning, including 79-year-old Lance here. He ate me. Why'd you let him eat me? And 4-year-old Weston, who liked watching me get eaten a lot more than the dog behind us. Oh, and the leader fell! Of course, it can be a little dangerous to run with a bunch of carnivores, which is why it helps to bring support. For example, Andy here saw her entire family show up sporting Andy T-Rex t-shirts. Why'd you get everybody organized to do this?
Because we love Andy and we wanted to support her. We thought this was awesome.
But if you're still wondering, why do people go through so much effort to come rumble and stumble as reptiles? Well, I think 13-year-old Lucas here put it quite eloquently.
It's a great opportunity, and my mom forced me to do this, so...
That's a great reason to do anything. The T-Rex World Championship races air tonight at 8 p.m. on our sister station, ESPN2. By the way, this is the 10-year anniversary of the Ocho. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
Danny really got into it. Did you see his blazer too? Wow. Well, will all you NFL fans, the day is finally here. Football is officially back tonight. Well, kind of. The NFL preseason kicks off tonight with the annual Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio, featuring the Carolina Panthers and Arizona Cardinals. This is the first preseason game, so you probably won't see all the big names on the field yet, but we will happily watch the backups play and celebrate that football is sort of back day. And kickoff is 8 p.m. on NBC and Peacock. And I'm, of course, always riding with my Falcons, so let's rise up this year, guys. Let's make it a good one. Well, The Voice is getting a new host after 30 years. Keke Palmer will officially take the stage to host a new spinoff format, The Voice Celebrity, which is set to premiere in the spring of 2027. And if you want to catch Carson's, and she's also going to be replacing Carson Daly. His final run in the main hosting slot for the 30th season of The Voice is this fall, and Keke will be taking over. And I know she's going to bring a lot of excitement in only the way that Keke Palmer can bring it. So we'll be watching to see and support, definitely. You'll catch that in the fall. Well, we're catching a lot of rain around here today, and we have more tonight, a look at what's coming up, because we have a lot of rain still out here, and it was bad. And I just want to say thank you to all the teachers, educators, principals who worked so hard to get the kids into the schools, into the cars safely this afternoon, because it was bad out there. And the teachers and principals, everybody was getting drenched. We thank you. The athletic people, everybody, we thank you. Join us next with your forecast.
I hit the concrete.
Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus, built for the way you watch.
The CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand.
Live Viper 6 weather when it matters most.
Streamed at any time, anywhere.
Plus, it's totally free. No subscription required.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device. Attention viewers, CW6 is now available on YouTube TV. It's never been easier to watch all your favorite CW shows, sports, talk, reality, and so much more. CW6. Watch it today on YouTube TV.
Follow News Channel 6 on Instagram.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. We did have some flood reports today in parts of Aiken County and Edgefield County. Also, Richmond County and Columbia included under that flash flood warning today. Then we also had several trees and power lines down in Mistletoe State Park as well. That was reported by the Lincoln County Emergency Management. Now, as for what's happening right now, we have another aerial flood advisory that was recently issued for Burke County. You can see this area here near Alexandria under 2.5 inches of rainfall. And outside of this one little area, we still have around 1 to 1.5 inches of rain, including a very large portion of Jenkins County. Millen, you're starting to see those rainfall totals climb as well. So I'm keeping an eye on this storm. Very frequent, dangerous lightning there in Jenkins County. So we could have more severe weather tonight. Luckily, nothing at this time. We just have that one flash flood warning still ongoing. However, things are definitely starting to become more quiet around Augusta. We have a break for now, but more storms firing up down towards our south. So our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam looking good in Waynesboro despite that heavy rain nearby. We're at 73 degrees. It's definitely much cooler now from the rain. And you can see it's hotter down towards the south, though, where it was dry earlier. 87 in Wrightsville and Swainsboro, 85 in Millen. And here's our satellite and radar. So we have scattered activity all across the two-state, a severe storm down in Valdosta, and then up in the Charlotte metro as well. But here in the CSRA, like I mentioned, our main threat today is the flooding, more so even than the severe weather. So an increased chance of heavier downpours tonight. We have all of this moisture coming in from the Bermuda High. And for tomorrow, a similar forecast when it comes to the temperatures. However, we will have a little bit less widespread rain. So showers and storms will fire up during the afternoon hours, but that rain chance is down to 30%. Then back up to 40% on Saturday, and that's when we will be back under a marginal risk of excessive rainfall for the entire CSRA. So we will be watching for some more flooding concerns. So through Saturday, the rainfall accumulation will be very spotty. Some places could only get up to around 1/2 inch, while other places end up getting up to around 2 inches of rainfall. So you can see those totals climb as we get through Saturday. And then looking at our futurecast for the rest of tonight, still very spotty activity, becoming a bit more widespread by the time we get to 8 o'clock this evening. And then that continues through 11 o'clock. Drying out overnight, we'll have a quiet start to our Friday with some cloud cover. Then you can see those showers and storms will develop during the afternoon hours, but a much lower chance of the flooding and severe weather. So not bad for your Friday. You don't need to cancel outdoor plans. Here's a closer look at our futurecast. You can see that southeast wind coming in with that strong Bermuda high. So plenty of moisture around. We'll have these disturbances develop as well. So that'll lead to some scattered activity on Saturday. And we'll be watching once again for that flooding concern then. Now, rainfall chances do decrease again on Sunday. Won't be a washout, but just keep the rain gear handy. Keep an eye on radar because those rain chances aren't going anywhere. Mild temperatures tonight near average in the low 70s. Highs tomorrow will still be a couple degrees below average because of the rain. And that 10-day forecast is showing our highest rain chance on Saturday at 40%. We're down to a 20% chance of rain throughout the middle of next week as temperatures climb back into the middle 90s. Now back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. And do we have a double case of the zoomies at the San Francisco Zoo? We'll have this story up next. Cute.
Looking to save money at your favorite local spots? With the new Super Savers app, the best local deals are right in your pocket. Browse dozens of coupons from businesses all across the CSRA. Anytime, anywhere. No printing, no hassle, just pull it up on your phone and save instantly. Support local. Spend less. It's that simple. Super Savers coupon. Saving you money for over 35 years.
The weather. It seems like it's always changing. That's why Live Viper 6 is always there. From cloudy days and rainy nights to scorching heat and everything in between, the CSRA's most trusted weather team is always working for you.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
So when the weather changes, always stay prepared. Anywhere, anytime. The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on for the entire CSRA.
Hi, I'm Richard Lawson, and we're celebrating Black Excellence.
Celebrating Black Excellence 365, only on News Channel 6.
For 50 years, one thing has never changed. When people in our community needed help, George Sink Injury Lawyers was there. Thank you for trusting us years.
At the San Francisco Zoo with a camel and horse here. One of these racers has built-in speed humps, but that's not stopping him from trying. Bashkit, the horse, started off the fun racing around in circles. Then the camel, I'm not going to try to say his name, aka Ben, they shortened it to Ben, decided to giddy up too. He got those humps moving as fast as possible, but no matter how hard he tries, he can't match the horse's speed. The zoo says this type of wild horse can run up to 43 miles per hour in short bursts, whereas a camel like Ben can only reach a top speed of about 25 miles per hour. But at least they try. He's like, you're not going to outdo me. I'm going to try my best. I may not be able to beat you, but I'm going to at least try. But it looks like they had a lot of fun. I mean, there's nothing else to do but just run around, right? Look at the camels like, I'm in on it too. Bet. That does it for this half hour. We have more coverage you can count on coming up at 6. Tomorrow's the last day to vote early in the South Carolina Republican primary special election. This election will nominate a Republican candidate to fill the late Senator Lindsey Graham's seat. All this and more coming up next with Brad and Jenny.
The Live Viper 6 Neighborhood Network, powered by Tempest, is sponsored by Coleman Services. One name, two trades, no worries. Staying ahead of the weather is essential.
I'm Chris Hudson, and I'm proud to sponsor the 10-day forecast on News Channel 6. Chris Hudson Injury Law, from here for you.
Your roof is out of sight, out of mind, until it starts leaking, and by then, you could be facing a roof replacement bill costing thousands.
Before you replace your roof, call Roof Savers. Introducing patent-pending Renew at 17 roof preservation, a breakthrough treatment that will extend your roof's life by 17 years with just one treatment.
If your roof is showing signs of aging, don't wait. Every day your shingles are exposed to harsh UV rays, storms, hail, and weather damage, they lose flexibility and protection.
Renew at 17 helps restore shingle flexibility, prevent granular loss, and provide powerful UV protection.
It's lab tested and backed by a 17-year transferable warranty. Think you need a new roof? Maybe not.
Roof preservation is around 70% less than the cost of a roof replacement.
Because let's face it, roofing materials and labor costs are through the roof.
That's why Roof Savers offers a free professional roof inspection.
We'll give you an honest assessment of your roof's condition.
If your roof qualifies, we can preserve it.
If it doesn't qualify, we can replace it.
But don't wait until a small problem becomes a major expense.
Protect your home, protect your investment, and add 17 years to your roof's life.
Call Roof Savers today and schedule your free roof inspection.
Because the longer you wait, the fewer options you may have. America's #1 choice for roof preservation is Roof Savers. Save your roof, save your money.
Powerful officials were